What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are talking about some absolutely massive news coming out today about Call of Duty 2016. Originally, I was going to have a different video up today. That video will go up tomorrow. This one is taking precedent because of how freaking weird this news is. So, what is this news? This news is that in 2016, the Call of Duty game that will be coming out will be in outer space and in the far future, in those words specifically. And this is a really weird rumor, and when these rumors come out, what I like to do is I like to talk about the validity of them, because a lot of people, whenever a rumor comes out, they jump on that bandwagon and they're like, you know what, this is happening, and I'm gonna just go and tell everyone that this is happening. What I like to do is I like to pick apart every single piece of it and talk about whether or not, or what percentage of truth this rumor holds. By the way, if my voice sounds a little bit weird in this video, it's because I'm sick and I'm kind of losing my voice. I'm trying to speak as normal as possible, but if I sound weird, that's why. But that's beside the point. Where did this rumor come from? Why is it surfacing? What's going on? So, this guy named Shinobi, he has Twitter. He has released Call of Duty leaked information before. He's like an industry insider, somehow has people on the inside that apparently he gets news from. I say apparently because the rumors and leaks that he talks about are just guesses. Like, there is no way around saying that. Like, alright, here's my example. Here's why I say this. So, this guy, he leaks stuff about other games, but the Call of Duty leaks he had were for Black Ops 3. His leaks were that the game would have wall running, and 2, that the game would be developed on PS3 and Xbox 360 by a different developer. These are shitty leaks. Really, really shitty leaks. There's no way around saying this, and here's why. First of all, the whole wall running thing is the next step. If you have jetpacks, if you have all these fancy movements, the next step is wall running. It's been seen in games like Titanfall. It's not a far off guess. I could have guessed that. Anyone could have guessed that. As far as the game being developed on Xbox 360 and PS3 by a different developer, it was like that on Call of Duty Ghosts as well. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Call of Duty Ghosts, like the first Call of Duty Ghosts, was made by a different developer for PS3 and Xbox 360. What they did is they made it for PS4 and Xbox One, gave it to this developer, and they ported over to the other system. The same thing they're doing for Black Ops 3. So that wasn't a leak. That was just saying, yeah, they're probably going to do that again. It's as if I was to say, you know what, this game, Black Ops 3, was so shitty on Xbox 360 and PS3 that I bet you the Call of Duty 2016 won't even be on those consoles. It's the same thing as saying that and being right about it in the future and be like, yep, I leaked it. No big deal. What I'm saying here is that his leaks are shitty. Like, they're just guesses, is all they are. I really don't think that there is much legitimacy when it comes to what this guy's saying. That being said, it is definitely possible, and people are pulling up some background information to kind of support what these people are saying. And it would be cool, it would be interesting, very unlikely, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. Why are people saying this may be legitimate, this may be a thing? Well, first things first, in January 1st, Infinity Ward, who is the creator of Call of Duty 2016, tweeted saying, "Happy 2016, here's to reaching new heights. How did you celebrate New Year 2016? And then they had a picture back from an old Call of Duty game with a spaceman with a New Year's hat on in space. A lot of people, when this actually happened, were saying, it's confirmed Call of Duty 2016 is going to be in space. They were saying this in January, like a long time ago, like not right now, in January. So it would make sense for him, Shinobi, I'm talking about, to hop on that bandwagon and see this and be like, you know what, it would be a pretty good guess for me to say this. And if I get it right, I look like a hero again. Now, then, people are going back to 2013, talking to Mark Rubin. Mark Rubin used to work for Infinity Ward. He doesn't anymore, but this was in 2013, after Call of Duty Ghosts came out, and someone asked him about a Call of Duty game being in space. His response, yeah, it makes sense. I wouldn't count it out. Everything's on the table. When we start a new game, every possibility is on the table. If we think that it'd be cool to have a battle over Jupiter, sure, why not? All he's saying there is it's possible for a new Call of Duty franchise to come out of our next game. That is all he's saying. People are looking far too far into that. Now, What do I think? Do I think the next Call of Duty game will be in outer space? I think it will be something new. Whether that be going into the past or jumping into the future, I don't know. I do think it'll be something different than we've seen before. And if you're mad about that, go and play the old Call of Duty games. I'm sorry to sound like an awful person, but Infinity Ward, where they are as a team right now, needs to do something new because Call of Duty Ghost was such a big flop. Whether that thing is releasing like a current Modern Warfare game and re-releasing the old Call of Duty games, that would be something new. Whether that's going back to World War II, that would be something new. Whether that's making a Call of Duty in space, obviously that would be something new. But, and here is the big but, I see it very, very rare that it's going to be in space. And here's why. Two reasons, and two reasons alone. Reason number one, Halo is in space. The direct competitor for Call of Duty has been Halo for the longest period of time. Guess who won the battle between Call of Duty and Halo? Guess what game people play more now? Call of Duty. Why would they follow in the shoes of a dead game that they beat? Stupidity. It would be 100% stupidity. They see they made this formula for a war game. They say, alright, we beat this game. Why would they make a game like that game that they beat? It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. So that would be the first reason why I'd knock it off the table. Reason number two, Activision, who's in charge of Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer, everyone who makes Call of Duty, already has a space franchise. This space franchise is one of the biggest space franchises of all time, called Destiny. It is a first-person space shooter. It's exactly what it is. Little bit of MMO and RPG elements into it, but mainly first-person space shooter. Would a developer really go out and tell its team, you know what, we already have one successful space shooter, make two? I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. And I know Destiny is different than Call of Duty, and there's other things behind that, but me as a person, if I owned Infinity Ward, if I owned Activision, I would see these companies coming out and making games that don't sell as much as ours, or don't do as well as ours, or lose to ours like Halo, and I wouldn't follow in their footsteps. I'd follow in the successful game's footsteps. Black Ops 3, one of the most successful Call of Duty games ever, is not in the future. It's like current. I guess it's kind of in the future. It's like, what, 30 years in the future, something like that? We have wall running, we have these certain things, and that's the only reason why it's in the future. We're not in freaking outer space. Like, come on now. That's a little bit too much. Now, I could see it having laser guns. I could see it being in the future. Just it being in space and having space battles, I don't see that as a time and place for Call of Duty. One reason is if you're going to have a space game, have spaceship battles. Have it like a Battlefield game where you can fly these spaceships around, like Star Wars Battlefront, which also came out and was a space shooter and flopped. That should be all I need to say. Like, drop the mic right there. So what I'm saying is a lot of these space shooters are coming out and they're flopping. Halo 5 wasn't a big success. That could be due to a little bit of Xbox One's failure. Fair enough. Battlefront came out. Big flop. I'm not sure if that's directly related with the whole space shooter theme, but there's got to be something there with all these space shooters coming out and not doing as well as people think they will. So for Call of Duty to follow in those footsteps, I would find to be pretty rare, but that's just my opinion. I've gave you the facts, I've gave you what I thought. I don't think it will happen, but you never know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Where do you want to see the next Call of Duty? Do you want to see it in World War II? Do you want to see it in current day? Or do you want to see it in the future? Let me know on Twitter. Let me know in the comment section. My Twitter link is down in the description. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I upload Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, peace out.